feel like I have to say this out loud, but there is absolutely nothing inside of me that wants to be doing this. I do not want to do this. I am despising every second of working on this. I would rather do anything else in the world. I need to take out this window, but this one is painted shut. Okay. Step by step. I like how I've got some good weather, but just as I'm starting, these insane clouds are just appearing. I have to start somewhere. I think I built loads this summer. There's one job left that I really need to do before winter, and that's these windows. They're my living room windows. They are the last windows left that are in a really bad state. I'll be working on the living room this winter, so the timing is right. I was sanding for hours and hours yesterday, and I didn't really film any of it because I was so not feeling it. But luckily, now that I've made a start, I feel less awful about continuing. I did most of this window at the front, but I also need to do this window on the side of the house. I need to figure out what the right order is for doing things, because I also have like 4 different types of paint. Yeah, I need to figure that out. I'm going to continue to finish sanding this window at the front first. This is the primer for the inside of the window, or inside the house. whole bunch of these screws are stuck, so I can't actually take out all of these boards. So instead, can I possibly put this that one? No, I cannot. Something very annoying happened. I broke a window. This bottom one. And this is one of the fixed windows as well. I might take a pane from one of the windows in the kitchen, from the secondary windows, but I have no idea where to buy this. I have to admit, this job is a bit of a struggle. Coming back from my cycling trip and then getting stuck doing this drawn out, tedious job hasn't been fun. And it makes me feel like I'm not being very productive because I'm just trying to fix something old rather than make something new. And obviously that's just part of it. At the end of the day, it's important, it needs to be done, and I'll be very relieved when it's finished. But yeah, right now I'm just trying to get through the days. That sounds very dramatic. So I've been trying to spend my evenings doing something a little bit more constructive and fun to help me get through long days of sanding and painting. And I've been using Skillshare for that, and they're sponsoring this video, so that works out really well. So I wanted to find something that was really going to give me something to think about during the day, get my creative juices flowing again. And I knew I was going to find lots of options on Skillshare. If you didn't know already, Skillshare is the largest online learning community for creatives. They have thousands of classes in illustration, graphic design, photography, productivity, and so much more. And they're all taught by people who work in the industry themselves. The great thing about Skillshare is that you can begin to learn about something as a complete beginner, and then you can work your way up to an advanced level. Learning paths are really good for this. These are hand-picked classes that gradually build on one another. I see so many interesting topics that I would love to learn more about. Look at these. Price and sell your own handmade products, discover the art and science of drawing, and the one I probably should be doing. But I am starting with this class by Nathaniel Drew. Creativity Unleashed, Discover, Hone and Share Your Voice Online. I really like the way he shares his stories on his YouTube channel, and I'm looking forward to feel inspired and excited about the process, especially during a time when I feel so uncreative during the day. If this sounds like something you would enjoy, the first 500 people to use my link in my description box will get a 1-month free trial of Skillshare. Get started today. I think this is day 5 or 6 of me doing this. I've had some ups and downs. The frustrating thing about redoing windows is that it just takes so much time, it's so long-winded. There's all of these different sides to everything that needs different paint, and some of these layers need like 3 days of drying time, like the linseed oil paint. So it's just this really stretched out process, and it's just a really boring thing to do. Boring, labor intensive. So I'm not quite sure how many days it's going to take for me to finish this because there are so many different moving parts happening. And luckily the weather's been quite good. Although it's supposedly going to start raining during the night, so we'll see. Hopefully it's not going to cause too many issues with the fact that I don't have any windows. I've been putting in the secondary glazing on the inside, which is really useful because it means that I can sand the windows but it doesn't all go into the room. I'm just continuing and just step by step. I'm going to get there at one point. So I thought I would quickly sand this door before I would put sanding behind me for a long time, take a shower, wash my clothes, but this is turning into another beast. Some of this paint is coming off like old wallpaper, but some of it is not. Oh. What am I doing? It's been a few days. These past few days I've just been painting same things over and over, layer after layer. And at this point I'm sort of waiting for paint to dry so I can start puttying. So I decided to do something else today, and I'm going to finish this terrace. I didn't manage to finish this last time because I ran out of screws, but got some new ones. I do have one strange corner which is going to require a bit of figuring out. I've got my water coming into the kitchen here, so I think I need to box this out somehow. So I've been cycling into town quite a few times these past few weeks just to pick up packages and, you know, screws. And every time I've gone to the supermarket to start working on my winter stash. Just in case the roads are icy or snowy and it's difficult to go into town for a while. But I never make a list, I just sort of pick up some things that I think I could use, like frozen vegetables. But when I came back last time and I was looking at the things that I've been accumulating, I realised that I mostly have just been buying jars of olives. This winter is going to be very fancy. Lots of olives. Apparently when you lay decking you should start from the outside and work your way in, which is what I did. But to be honest, I think in my case I should have done it the other way around. I designed this so it would take an exact amount of planks width-wise, but wood is always a little bit warped, some of the gaps are a bit bigger than others, and obviously on one side where the external wall comes out a little bit, there's not enough clearance anymore, so I need to cut a slither off which is a bit annoying, but hoping I'm gonna get this right in one go. Okay, I actually got that in one go. Usually I have to redo this like 3 times. I have a finished deck. I'm just going to put the broken glass in the secondary glazing because this is going to be easier to fix later on when I get a new piece of glass. There's old putties in the way. My temporary solution for these pieces of secondary glazing that are lacking putty is tape. All of these are going to need a bit more work. I only painted the front of them, so yeah, and now one of them has a piece of broken glass. Oh well. It seems a little crazy that it's taken almost 2 weeks to get to the point of finally being able to putty these windows. Let's hope I still remember how to do this. Okay. I was trying to look up how people put in glazing in like traditional windows like these, and it seems like people put putty underneath the glass as well, but none of these windows have been put in like that. And I was going to do that, but then it doesn't make any sense to do that for one piece of glass when none of the others are like that. So I'm just going to, and I'll do it the same way all the other pieces are put in, and just putty on the top side. Because otherwise this window is going to be in a slightly different plane from the others. It doesn't make any sense. So yeah. First window is done. I think it looks quite decent actually. It's a bit messy because there's quite a bit of old putty still, but I think it looks quite good. You can actually paint over this type of putty immediately with linseed oil paint. So I think at the end of the day I'm going to give it one coat. Yeah, but I've got 3 other windows to do. It's getting chilly. I did 2 windows and I want to paint them, see if that works out. Okay, that's 2 windows.